watch your show. You see one jungle picture, you've seen them all. You expecting someone? Don't move, I'll get it myself.
The door, Miss West. Quick, hold it.
What happened?
May I have a glass of water, please?
Of course. Looks like you've seen a ghost. What is it?
You've got to help me. It's...
Get against the wall. Coroner's report, Lieutenant Varney.
Manners was electrocuted, 25,000 volts worth.
Well, that walking scrap heap must have had a super dynamo for a heart.
You said Manners was a client?
He hired us about a week ago to make a security check.
Security check?
On the management of Fantastic Toys.
Why would the president of Whiz Bang Toy Company want a security check on his biggest competitor?
He was planning a merger with Fantastic Toys. Security check is merely routine.
Whoever dreamed up that robot has a very sick sense of humor.
Mr. Manners and I didn't laugh.
Did you notice anything different about that robot?
Different? Well, now that you mention it, he had the cutest little Cary Grant dimple just where his chin ought to be.
Thanks. You're a big help.
Sam, I want you to look at something. What do you make of this?
Looks like a metal stamping. Where'd you get it?
I found it next to Mr. Manners' body when I came to.
Why didn't you hand it over to the lieutenant?
It's the only clue
we have. I know.
Hello, Honey West. In a half hour? That's fine. Well, as Sherlock used to say, the game's afoot.
Don't tell me. That was Dr. Watson.
That was Byron Manners, Mr. Manners' nephew. He's very anxious to have a chat.
Well, I'm going with you. You know what the lieutenant said? The guy who glued that thing together likes to play games.
And who likes to play games more than a man who makes them? Let's see, Mr. Manners. What a difference a day makes, huh? Yesterday he was only vice president.
Come on in. 96, 97. Okay. Sit down, make yourselves to home. I try to do 200 every day. Great for the eye.
So are carrots.
Carrots? Funny. Sit down. How about a drink?
Well, isn't it a little bit early?
Oh, come on, be a sport. I hate drinking alone.
All right.
Thanks. Let's face it. I look pretty guilty, right? 1 or 2 scoops.
None for me. I'm driving.
1, please. What do you mean by guilty?
At least the police seem to think I'm suspect number 1.
Why?
Beats me. Why would I want to kill my uncle?
That's a good question. Why would you?
I admit we didn't get along like the Lone Ranger and Tonto. But we weren't exactly like Sitting Bull and Custer either.
How did you feel about the merger with Fantastic Toys?
Against it from the start. So was Newworth, the poor boob. Boy, did he panic.
Newworth?
Ronald Newworth, our treasurer. Now, there's a guy who was born looking guilty. How's the soda?
It's fine. A little heavy on the chocolate syrup. And...
Mm-mm.
Well, obviously somebody wanted your uncle out of the way. Well, why would they choose a robot to kill him?
How should I know? Maybe they dig automation.
Mr. Manners, would you mind if we looked around? I've never been in a toy factory before.
My pleasure. I'd give you the 50-cent tour myself, but you can see I'm swamped with work. I'll have Newworth show you around.
Yes, sir?
Ask Mr. Newworth to show Miss West around the plant.
Yes, sir.
He'll take care of it. I'd appreciate it if you could get the police off my back, Miss West.
For an innocent man, you sound worried.
Me worried? Why should I be worried? I've got nothing to hide.
Oh, how clumsy of me.
I'll get it. Excuse me. Here we are.
Thank you.
But... why the Fumble Fingers Act?
I was hoping he'd faint or react to the disc.
Why?
I have a hunch that the disc and the robot go together.
You and your hunches. Why don't you do that Toyland tour alone?
Where are you going?
I'm going to play on a few hunches myself. I'll meet you back at the office.
Okay.
Miss West? I'm Ronald Newworth.
Oh, I'm sorry if I took you away from your work, Mr. Newworth.
Your presence makes my work seem all the more worthwhile. Would you like to see the testing lab first?
Oh, that sounds very exciting.
Forgive us, Miss West, if you detect an air of despondency at Whiz Bang. Mr. Manner's death was a great blow.
Especially to him.
Yes. Of course. Here we are.
What do you think of it?
All of this just to test toys?
And all this is very hush-hush, Miss West. Please, don't breathe a word of anything you've seen here to anyone.
Oh, rest easy. I have top toy security clearance.
Oh, we can't be too careful, you know. Just last year, a spy from Galaxy Toys stole one of our plans, the Home Atom Smasher. Pushed their sales up 60%.
Could not affect a proposed merger?
I don't follow you.
Well, suppose Fantastic Toys got a hold of Whiz Bang Creation. That could cool any plans for a merger, couldn't it?
It might, but... Excuse me. Newworth? Oh, yes. I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I've been called back to the office. Would you mind waiting here for me in a few minutes?
Not at all.
Can I get some assistance, young lady?
I was waiting for Mr. Newworth.
But surely he's not locked in the closet.
No, he was called back to his office. I was just making sure that the lock was secure.
Oh, how very considerate of you, my dear. I am Professor von Kemp, in charge of design and testing. Welcome to my laboratory.
I'm Honey West.
Look at that time. I'm already late for an appointment. Would you please offer my apologies to Mr. Newworth and tell him I'll have to take a rain check on the tour?
Must you run? I'm sure Mr. Newworth will be most disappointed.
I really must. Now, if you'll just give this cat back to...
Oh, I see you've met the professor, Miss West.
Yes, I'm afraid she wants to leave us, Ronald.
Oh, I'll make it a point to come back. There's so much I haven't seen. Oh, clumsy of me. Thank you.
They say a woman's eyes are the key to her intentions. I've usually found the contents of a handbag more revealing.
First peeper.
I hope we see you soon again, Miss West.
I hope so. What were you doing at the Securities and Exchange Commission? We're not incorporating, are we?
I was checking on Whizbang's financial statements. Guess what? Manners owned 51%, and the rest was split up between Byron Newworth and Zubin van Kemp.
So?
Well, with Manners dead, Byron stands to inherit his share. That'll give him controlling interest in the company.
And if he didn't want the merger to go through for some reason?
He said himself he was against it. And here's another interesting fact about our friend Byron. Guess what he did during the war?
Made ice cream sodas?
Made remote control guidance systems. Whizbang made it for the Air Force.
That may explain the robot, but it's still too pat. I mean, why would he want to kill his uncle? It was only a matter of time before he'd take over the business.
Maybe he was afraid if it went through, his position wouldn't be as strong.
Too many maybes, Sam. What we need are some cold, hard facts.
Yeah, great. Where do we get him?
At the Whizbang plant. Maybe.
I'll cover you from out here. Be careful.
Oh, stop worrying, Sam. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
You got the cutoff for the alarm?
Honestly, you'd think this was my first second story job. Robot. Sam? Sam, I'm in the laboratory. This is no time to take a nap.
Come on, get up. You're not hurt.
How can I be hurt? I'm dead. Thank you.
What are you doing here?
I was working late in my office. I thought I heard some noise coming from the lab, so I went to investigate.
What kind of noise?
Like machinery.
You mean you don't know what was making that noise?
If I knew, why would I have bothered to come out here and get my head broken?
Well, you got a point there.
It's more like a lump. What are you doing here?
I'll show you. After you. Stand over here. I have quite a surprise for you.
That's quite a surprise.
Stay here. I'll be right back.
Stay here.
Sam, where were you?
Ouch.
Where'd you go?
Nowhere. Some joker threw me a beach ball with sleeping bags.
I found the robot.
Great. Let's get him.
I lost him.
You lost him?
Well, it wasn't very easy. Somebody traded me a very live robot for a very dead professor. He's in the lab. Where'd they go? They were here when I left.
Yeah, well, where did they go?
Why is that door closed? It was open.
Why don't you open it and find out?
You open it. I don't think I can take any more. What's in there, Sam?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Are you sure somebody didn't toss you a beach ball?
Sam!
Thanks. That joker's playing for keeps.
He's got to be around here somewhere.
Well, let's split up.
Okay, I'll take the factory section. You take the warehouse.
Honey? I found him. Or maybe he found me. Anyway, he's following me.
Well, if he's following you, you must have one of those metal discs on you. Get rid of it.
Somebody must have planted it on me during my siesta.
It's got to be radioactive. The robot is hunting its signal. Hang on, I'll be right with you. Sam? Must be the mating season. There's another Tin Woodman here. Did you find your disc yet?
Not yet. Take care of yourself.
Go fetch! Come on, it's the disc you want, not me.
cough like that, you can make a fortune in commercials.
Your situation is hopeless, Miss West. Why not end it quickly?
I'm the long-suffering type. Sam, let him down.
With pleasure.
Well, Neuwirth. Of course.
How about that? They just don't make robots like they used to.
Was really determined not to let that merger go through, wasn't he?
That would have meant a lot of prying eyes at books that don't balance. Just a minute, Bruce.
Well, now I can understand him wanting Manners out of the way, but why Von Kemp?
The robot was his invention. It was a prototype of a toy he was designing for Whiz-Bang.
And then he found out what Neuwirth was up to, and he was going to expose him.
It's a good thing Byron didn't know about it. It's probably what kept him alive.
Yeah.
Bruce, please be patient.
How is Byron?
Oh, he's fine. He's back at the soda bar just like an old trooper.
Well, shut up, Bruce. Come on, let's go to dinner.
Sam, you know we can't go out to dinner tonight.
Why not?
Tonight is Bruce's favorite TV show. All right, Bruce.
Oh, brother.